Football. 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 Football.
Action.
Nice ball. That's K-Hard. Keanu. Call him K-Hard.
Can he throw the ball?
No question about it.
Whoa! What the heck's going on down there?
Again. We got this.
Stop!
Shane Falco, living legend, rocket arm, myth, the BMOC.
Hey, Falco, you're not even a has-been. You're a never was.
Keanu. Matrix, awesome movie, man. Did a lot of physical stuff, but you had to take some serious hits in this movie, right?
Some hits? It was funny. One day I turned to, who was it? It was Pig. I turned to Pig. I go, come on, man, just give me a little bit. He goes, no, you don't want that. You don't want any of it. You just don't want it. It's a ferocious, vicious...
Let's play football, bitch.
Beautiful, exhilarating game.
The players' strike became official at 4 p.m. Eastern Time.
Hi, I'm Orlando Jones, your host for HBO's first look at the movie The Replacements.
We're going to finish the season anyway. We're going to use replacement players.
They've all played football somewhere, not all of them in the pros, but they all have something unique to bring to the game.
You'd have been all pro if you hadn't beat up them cops and gone to jail. Allegedly beat up them cops.
I'm a cop.
The Replacements is a movie about a bunch of guys who never got their chance at greatness in professional football. But because of the players' strike, these regular guys get a chance to live their lifelong dream.
We're going to take those people and try to put together a winning team. If nothing else, they should be fun to watch.
Actually, Keanu Reeves was the first choice to host HBO's First Look, but he was busy adjusting to the superior speed of my character, wide receiver Clifford Franklin.
I'm okay.
Gene Hackman, our football coach, was clearly the second choice to host, but Hackman, with 2 Academy Awards, is now Mr. Hackman and couldn't be bothered to come down here.
Get me the ball.
Get you the ball.
Are you gonna get me the ball? I'll get you the ball!
I hope he doesn't kill somebody.
So as fate would have it, you wound up with me, Orlando Jones, the replacement host.
Yeah, who am I gonna hit? I don't know. See that guy? Scared the bejesus out of him right there.
HBO gave me a camera, and here is my look at the making of The Replacements.
He's trying to help me out because I need all the help I can get.
One of my many jobs for this HBO special is to interview as many people on set as possible. Actors, producers, and of course the director. So I need to get my hands on Howie. I can call him Howie. Howard Deutsch is the director of The Replacements. He also directed Walter Matthau, Jack Lemmon, and Sophia Loren in Grumpier Old Men. So I trusted him with my Clifford Franklin. And for behind-the-scenes interviews, it's always important to start with a nice, easy question, something endearing, to warm up to the filmmaker, make you tight. Oh, here he goes. Howie? Howie? How come there weren't no brothers in Grumpy Old Men, man, huh? Is the white man scared that the black man is a better ice fisherman? So what's up with that, man? What? Howie? I thought that went well. It'd be my last first look, but...
Danny Bateman.
Shane Falco.
Nice pop, Danny.
Thanks, Coach.
In practice, we don't hit the fellows with the red shirts on.
And I swear the last 3 feet, he accelerated like 30% and crushed. Just like,
Oh, shit! I forgot about the whole red shirt thing. This game's confusing, man.
and this guy's on the sideline just going, oh, oh, oh.
Did you see that?
Wow, that's a pretty good hit.
Yeah, he's a little crazy. He's fun to watch and fun to play because he's a guy who just, you never know what he's going to do next. Playing a football player is right up there with playing an astronaut, playing a cowboy, all that stuff. It's the type of thing that you start off acting to do.
The cast and crew of The Replacements loved the idea that one of their own, a compadre, a fellow filmmaker, was shooting the making of their movie.
What y'all want?
Hey, man.
What you looking at?
Hey, Keanu. Mind if I play some catch with you?
Yep.
Gene Hackman, incredible two-time Academy Award winner. We established an incredible rapport. Howard Deutsch, the director, often asked me, just give him notes, give him thoughts before a scene, because the genius that is Clifford Franklin is really soon to be realized. Geez, Gene, that last take. I don't want to say bad. I don't want to say bad. But good doesn't come to mind either, you know? If you could just do different. Different is what I'm saying.
The truth is, you guys have been given something that every athlete dreams of. A second chance. And you're afraid of blowing it.
This is the famous locker room scene in The Replacements. Here you'll see Clifford Franklin giving Gene Hackman a little advice before a scene. Mr. Hackman? Excuse me, Mr. Hackman. I just wanted to, if you could, I mean, before the scene, if we could just talk a little bit about, I'm Clifford Franklin, sir. Yeah, Clifford Franklin. Uh-huh. Sure, yeah, cream and sugar, no problem. Right away, Mr. Hackman.
I like football, and I love the idea of playing a coach.
I mean, Mr. Hackman, you know, I mean, I got to film with him on my 35th birthday on this picture, and that was a good day.
There is no tomorrow for you. And that makes you all very dangerous people!
And I like the idea in stories where there's the little guy, you know, overcomes somehow or another. And that there's enough of that in this story to make it fascinating.
It's a story about a guy who doesn't really believe in himself. I think a lot of people I know can relate to. I certainly can relate to that. The thing about the movie is, for me, the headline was always, if you're not willing to take a chance, you can't win. If this guy could do it, maybe I can do what I want to do, or maybe I can accomplish the dream I have.
Oh, this is a second chance for him also to prove that he is a decent coach.
Hey, Coach. Hey, Nigel. Good to see you. Good to see you.
My name's Rhys Evans, and I play a character called Nigel Gruff, who's the kicker.
And here's a guy from Wales, and he's out there kicking his first field goal ever. This is a tough distance.
He was a very good soccer player. He could kick a ball from one end of the field to the other and score a goal. He was called the leg. He's got a gambling and a drinking habit.
No, he's just a kicker.
I'm wiry.
Kick.
He's wiry.
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 Hey, cheers, babes.
I think we got it.
He's wiry.
When HBO first asked me to host this show, okay, I was a little nervous.
I admit I was afraid.
I was petrified.
You were petrified?
But I grew strong.
And you know I hate this damn song. I learned how to get along, and so you're back
from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sadness up on your face.
I should have changed that.
You mentioned that dance scene. A lot of us are a little jaded, a little cynical, and, you know, we're going, oh, we got to dance in a jail cell to I Will Survive. And everyone just kind of looked at each other, and then as actors, we just went, okay, what's the truth? What do we do here? How do we do this? It's one of those things where you just got to make sense of it, and then if you can, you know, you just try to kind of shine in it. Because I remember before we shot it, everyone's like teaching each other the electric boogaloo, you know, electric glide, trying to get in there and like get the steps, and you know, we're all like, okay, what is it? Okay. You know. We made it work, you know, kind of fun, wacky.
But I will survive.
There's madness, mayhem, you know, it's kind of madcap hijinks. They're thrown in jail, they get bar fights.
Hey, Danny! Remember what I told you about red shirts in practice? Yeah. Forget about it. 330! 330!
Nice pop, Danny.
Thanks, Coach.
In practice, we don't hit the fellows with the red shirts on.
Don't hit the actors really means don't hit Keanu.
That's a good rule.
That's what that means, okay? So for us, at any given point, we could get our bell rung by, one of the real football players. So it's fun, and we're actually, I must admit, we're having a good time, doing it, but it's not just like a pickup football game. There's still a guy 6'4", 220 across from you who's gonna hit you if you catch the ball, and that's what we do all day.
For me, it was important to look authentic.
Game time here, baby.
Yeah, here we go. Give me a football, please.
So I had some great teachers who worked on footwork and then passing and then dealing with your eyes, how to approach the line, worked on cadences, a lot of handoffs, left, right, fakes, rolling left, rolling right. Then we had 3 weeks at football camp before beginning the picture.
They lifted in the morning, they watched film with us, we took them on the field, we ran through the plays. It was a regular football camp.
Worked with T.J. Rubley, who was an excellent teacher.
T.J. Rubley, ladies and gentlemen.
He'll ask me a situation, or what am I thinking, what am I feeling in this situation, and I'll just share some of the things I've gone through, or some of the guys I've played with have gone through.
Mark Ellis.
My job is to assemble a football team, a real football team, and also incorporate the actors on the film.
That's the way to hit somebody, Dad! That's the way! That's the way to be a hitter! That's the way to be a hitter!
And get them in football shape, and make sure that they can do as much of their own stuff, stunts included, as they can, and make this football real.
Now that is a hit!
We have got a 45-man roster. Every single one of our guys have played professional football at one level or another, whether it was NFL, Arena, Canadian Football League.
Played Oklahoma State, Houston Oilers, Dolphins, Green Bay Packers.
These guys have tried out. They tried out over 300, 500 guys for these 45 positions.
Once he picks his hole, it's you against him. He tries to get through the hole, and you make sure you knock him back through the hole.
You want me to tee off on him, or?
No, we're going to start it just like we did.
Oh, okay. Are you going to shoot second unit that?
Damn right.
Okay, see how it works? I come in for the close-up, and my double-tied champagne takes the pain.
Alan Graff is a guy that brought me in the business. He is the best in the business. My mentor, he's been in the business for 27 years. This is his 13th football movie.
We got 44 plays in this movie. That's a lot of plays. This is the last play. It's a fake field goal. Shane picks up the ball and runs
Falco still has it. Look at this, man. He's running with it.
into the end zone.
Touchdown, Sentinels!
By Shane Falco.
This is a comedy, but yet I always tell the directors and the producers who I work with, to always make the football real and let the comedy or whatever come out of the characters. Don't let the football be funny. Make the football be real. It's choreographed, but it's real football. When I first met these players, I had to teach them. They didn't understand what that meant, choreographed. Yes, we know where the ball's going, and yes, we know who makes the tackle or who throws the ball, but it's getting to there that makes that real. It's full contact hitting.
They gave me every opportunity to be the best quarterback I could be, which for me, and also spending time with these guys, learning their stories, learning about what it was like to play pro ball, what were the dynamics, what do you need to do as a quarterback.
One of the key elements is getting that emotional level that allows you to break through physical barriers, pain barriers, and that sort of gets the whole team to gel as a group.
After a while, it was cool. Just they'd let me play with the football players because I got quick enough to do it. When I first did it, I'd turn to hand the ball out, and the guy'd be like, waiting for me, come out from under center, and he'd just be like, or he'd run by me, or I'd run into him.
They're amazed at how fast the game really is. And once you put them on their spot and you ask them to get right in the middle of it and do the stuff, their eyes get about that wide when they see these big guys flying around them all over the place.
Yeah, it's a pretty devastating sport. With the 3 weeks of camp, I remember, everyone getting taped up and then just the attrition that would occur over the course of a week in training.
Good work, baby.
I found myself in the ice tub. And I remember one of the linemen coming up going, you know, hey, can you get us a bigger tub?
The first week, we all had ice here and ice here.
You know, guys breaking bones and getting hit. What it was like to have chalk talk and what it was like to have two-a-days. And learning, getting the dynamics with your linemen and your backs and your wide receivers, dealing with your coach. I mean, it's pretty intense. And so some of the defensive guys, there was this one cat, I don't recall his name, you know, he's on defense, so you don't get to... But, you know what I mean? That's the other, I don't know, defense, whatever. Just get us the ball.
And they just say, go score, punk.
I mean, I didn't play football in high school.
High school, but I was one of those 4-downers. My father was in the stands like, get in the game! Get your ass in the game! Get in the game! I wasn't real good.
Yes, I did play football before I got into acting, so doing this movie, it comes natural.
What happened with football? I don't know. I just grew up playing hockey. That was my sport.
Black 32!
Oh, and then I remember going under center, you know, the old, like, you know, I get, you know, I didn't know that you got to be a little gentle under the, you know, because I would just go, okay, here we are. And he, don't do that, Shane. Do that again.
I like Keanu because I like that left-handed. He's that left-handed kind of guy, and he's got a good arm. He's got a great arm. He's real athletic.
Oh, that's pretty short.
He could be drafted. Here at Raven Stadium, the Baltimore Ravens, Gene Upshaw, the player personnel guy, was looking at him the other day and wanted him to have a tryout. So that got a pretty good laugh out of everybody. I'm not so sure he wants to take the hits from these big guys, but he can throw it good enough.
During preseason with the Baltimore Ravens, and they let us go in during halftime and shoot. So it was pretty insane.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest highs I've ever had in filmmaking. They allowed me to have 9.5, they said 12 minutes, but they lied. and I had actually 9.5 minutes. We went and rehearsed 4 plays for 5 days. And I had 5 camera positions, 5 camera operators. And we went to Annapolis, rehearsed everything, all the plays, the timing, running down the field with, 90 extras, 60 football players, coming out at halftime at a Ravens game.
In terms of our crew, we were close to 500 people between sideline players, the football players, and all the camera crews.
And we shot 45 setups in 9.5 minutes and shot 4 plays. Most spectacular high that any of us have ever had. That was actually really great because I got to, call a play and be on the line, and there were 60,000 people there. So it was great to just hear the cheers and the roars and to get that rush. I'm not just some Hollywood chaboni coming here and trying to tell real football players how to play. They respect the fact that I really played and I have the background I have because they know I know what I'm talking about.
The actors have a new respect for the football players, and the football players have a new respect for the actors. So it's a good mesh.
There's a love story.
What do you do here, John?
You go for it, Pat. You have to.
But Falco's been shut down by this defense all afternoon.
She meets Shane Falco, who is a different kind of player that she's seen. He's not spoiled. He's got something special about him.
You're late for work.
He really falls in love, and he doesn't want to disappoint her, and he doesn't know if he's good enough for her. And the relationship, I think, with Annabelle very much mirrors the relationship with McGinty and the relationship with his teammates. It's about having, courage and confidence.
You want to come on board for a beer?
I don't date football players.
She, of course, goes against all of her better judgment and starts to fall in love.
Yeah, but I'll tell you this. All it takes is one big play to get him back in the ballgame.
You guys gonna film this kiss? Don't film this kiss.
Shane, are you kissing? There's no kissing in football.
They meet in each other's eyes, kindred spirits.
She sees a second chance for love.
As he says in the film, he says, "You give me strength."
Green 85! Green! Green! Stop them from shaking their ass for 2 minutes.
All the cheerleaders walked out as a show of solidarity with the players. I know somebody that can dance. I know a place where girls dance.
So, Heather, were you in Cats? Oh, no, Pussycats. You know that club next to the airport?
So your style of dancing would be,
Oh, Is lap dancing a style?
Ever seen anything like that?
Not on a football field.
I remember one day after Keanu said, "You wouldn't believe these guys."
I dug up every NFL films, video cassette on quarterbacking I could find. You know, greatest moments, greatest passes, best endings, and just would watch these quarterbacks and just try to pick out styles. By the end, I think I had 40 tapes. You know, I was really trying to work on my cadences and what people actually said on the field. And I was always turning to my linemen like, would I say this? I watched Dan Marino and his cadence, and we get up to the line, and I've got Marino in my head now.
Oh, I can do that.
Blue 88!
Blue 88!
Blue 88! Check! 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 What are you doing?
Check!
Black 32!
Look me. He's changing the play. Listen.
Black 32!
Hot! And my lineman is just like, what did you just do?
Hut! Hut! Hut!
Well, I put the stress wrong. They didn't know, so everyone went offside. My lineman's just like looking at me going, Shane, what are you doing, Shane? You're messing with my mind, Shane.
You see? I got it.
Don't do that, Shane. You do that again.
I know you're tired. I know you're hurting. And I wish I could say something that was classy and inspirational. But that just wouldn't be our style.
No risk, no reward. And it applies to everything in life.
How great it is for an athlete to be given a second chance.
Pain heals. Chicks dig scars.
Yeah, I really dug it, man. It was a lot of fun.
Glory lasts forever.
Right on, Shane.
Also, now they want me?
Is my hair all right?
I don't care if they want me to host 60 Minutes. You tell them Orlando Jones took another gig. 60 minutes, I don't care if it's 120 minutes. You tell them I said no.
They ain't paying $7 to see Hackman and Keanu, baby. It's all right here.
All right. Love you too. Bye, Mom.
You got a mirror, anybody?
You see these HBO first looks usually in, but the actors saying how much fun they had making the movie?
It's a lot like being in jail, actually, working on this movie. There's a lot of men.
And, of course, the director always compliments the cast.
Okay, Clifford Franklin, Orlando Jones. He's not really that good in movies.
There are some very, very funny cats in this movie.
I'm a man! You got me the ball! I got you the ball! You got the ball! You got me the ball! You got me the ball!
But in the replacements, there's already some Oscar buzz about the actor that plays Clifford Franklin. Hey, man, how you doing? Just telling about the genius that is Clifford Franklin. You know?
What you looking at?
This is a cheap set.
HBO asked me to host this show. Sorry I'm a little late.
Hey, Bear, how you doing, man? Good to...